whoa.
What you put me on this time of morning? You're going to scare everybody.
I don't think they'll be spitting out their cornflakes. I don't think so, though. But you know, you've grown the old skinny beer a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, it's still part of the great plan for world domination.
You're on your second coffee and fact. Oh my god, listen, go. I haven't even had a coffee. The thing is, if it wasn't for my daughter, I sent her a long text last night. But if it wasn't for my daughter, I think I would have still been asleep because she had to go to school. So she came to say, "Bye, Dad." And I was like, "Oh my god, if she's saying bye." Yeah, if she's saying bye, that means that 8:15 is gone. Morning, people. How you doing? Oh, quite a few of you in the room already, man. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Much respect to Claire, Liz, Spice, Kevin, Jules, Kaz, Wagwan. Wagwan. Boy, I've just been watching Piers Morgan, man. That man pisses me off, man. If there's one man who pisses me off, yeah, it's got to be Piers Morgan. Do you know what I mean? He does it without even trying. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Boris has come into contact with an MP, right, who's got coronavirus, yeah. So it means the brother's got to go and do that thing, what they call it. Him have to self-isolate, yeah. He's got to self-isolate. I mean, for me, it's an opportunity for Boris just to piss off, in truth. You know what I mean? Good day, goodbye, have a good day. You know, it's a chance for Boris. It's almost like it's a chance for Boris to kind of escape this whole thing, you know what I mean, and get out of it. And it's almost like live on TV, yeah. Piers Morgan is trying to set up a coup. He's like, don't you think that this man can't run the country? I'm surprised they it's like the only person who's got freedom of speech in this country, right, is Piers Morgan. Because could you imagine if anybody else was to turn around and say, oh, we should get rid of Boris? Not that I'm saying I don't feel that Boris shouldn't go, or that he should be replaced by somebody who's more capable, right? That ain't you know, that's undisputable as far as I'm concerned, yeah. But it's the sheer fact that this man is basically allowed to say whatever he pleases. And like anybody who questions it, he can shout them down. And I noticed it very much this morning because he was interviewing Lennox Lewis. Yeah, Lennox Lewis has got a new film out, The Untold Story, yeah? Produced by Dr. Dre, yeah? And the first thing that Piers Morgan wanted to remind him about was when they were both on The Apprentice. Yeah? He goes, I'm the only person who's ever beaten you. I'm the only person who's ever beaten you. And you're thinking, beating him? What, you mean in a fight? Nah, he's not talking about the fight, you know. He's talking about when Trump said to Lewis, he goes to Lewis, did you not say, right, that the only reason why you guys have won so many tasks is because of Piers Morgan? And he went, yeah. And so Trump goes, well, for that reason, you're fired. Yeah. And Piers is sitting there all smug. Yeah, and to me, it's just like, you know what, bruv? That's just a classic example of, you know, when you've got to play to other people's rules. Yeah? Because if you were to talk about, what's it, that brother from Virgin, the guy who runs Virgin Atlantic, he started off in a telephone box selling records. Oh man, I could see him. Oh man, I could see the guy's face right now. I could see his face. Oh God. Right, but all right, any entrepreneur or any major businessman will tell you that they are only as good as the team that they surround themselves by. Yeah. So, in other words, no man is an island. No man is an island. Yeah. It takes a team to win. It takes thousands of people to be in support of you before you can say that. If you honestly want to say that you're a millionaire or you're a billionaire, you know, if you didn't win that money, right, then that meant that you had to have people who had skills better than you surrounding you. Yeah, so as that could be created. Yeah, you're the catalyst. Don't get me wrong, but it's not solely because of you. Yeah. And so Pierce was just going on and on about how he beat him. And I noticed that any time that Lewis went to say something, they muted him. Yeah. They actually muted him. So it's like, because I never noticed it before, but I noticed it today, that Piers Morgan gets away with what he says and he chats to people the way that he does because the station, right, you know, the program that he's on are so behind him that they mute people before they can actually say anything. Or if they are going to say anything, they're not heard. And that was, to me, it was like, you're going into a fight with one hand tied behind your back. Even though he was actually there to talk about his documentary. It's like Pierce wanted him to know that he's a better man than him. And he's laughing about it as if to say we're laughing and joking. But Pierce is serious. Pierce is actually serious. Because as far as he's concerned, that's going to be the one thing that's going to remain in people's minds. The fact that he said, I beat Lennox Lewis, yeah? And then he pushed him even further by asking him if he's the greatest boxer that's ever lived, because he's the only person who's gone and beaten the two people who defeated him. He's the only one who's come back and beaten them, yeah? And Lewis turned around and goes, well, the thing is that I walk into a room with loads of great men. He went back to all the old boxers, right up to Ali, and he was like, I was the best in my era. Yeah, I'm not saying I was the best ever. I was the best in my era. And that kind of told me that, you know what, Lewis is actually quite a smart man. A lot smarter than I originally, I never looked at him that way. Not that I'm saying that was a bad thing, but I never considered that he was able to understand what's really being asked of him and answer it in a way that's going to be saying, well, you know what, you haven't really caught me out on the question. Because if Lewis had turned around and said, yeah, I'm the best ever, you know that there would have been people going, no, you ain't, no, you weren't, you never were, because, and then they'll start going, what about Ali? What about Tyson? What about? But he there's no way that he tripped him over. And I thought, Pierce, you know what I mean? You're a CUNT. You really are. He was winding me up. He was winding. And they just let him get away with it. I'm thinking, It's, you know, I almost felt like I was watching LBC. You know what I mean? Nick Farage for the racists. I thought I was watching that again. You know? Yeah. But thanks, people, for joining me this morning. Richard Branston, that's the brother. You all know who I'm talking about, which is good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Morning, man. Wagwan Roots. Yeah, man. Richard Branson is the man. Even Richard would say the same thing. There's no way he would kind of go, yeah, I'm the man, because leadership is vision. with people helping to deliver it through the mission. Yeah. That's not how Pierce is dropping it. Pierce is dropping it like he's the smartest man in the room, and he's not. How you doing, R&B crew? It seems like forever since I've been here. Yeah, I'm right. You always just popping in and out. You ain't got no school run this morning. You ain't got no school run. Did Lennox open a school for boys? Very much needed now. Did he? I think he did, you know. I think he did. Pierce wound me up so much I refused to watch the program from a long time. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I try to catch a bit of snippets in the morning, yeah, just to sort of like, just to be ahead of like in terms of what current news is coming out, yeah, and that's why I kind of like I do listen to hear what he's got to say, or what news, not so much what he's got to say, but what news is being covered early in the morning, and he's one of the first people that I do. Because, well, not me really. I think I've got used to it because Jenny, when she gets up to go to work, she has it on. So because she has it on, I end up just watching it. That's what normally happens there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that man is a proper wind up, man. That man is a proper wind up. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised I never heard from you, Donna. I had a long chat with Donna on Saturday, man. That was like talking to my sister, man. I swear to God, it was like talking to my sister. Because them lot was taking the piss out of you on Saturday, Donna. They were. Them lot were naughty, man. I don't know. You know, it's like, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't get a catch-up. You know what I mean? It's a good thing that me and you is tight, you know what I mean, Donna? We're tight like that, you know what I mean? We're tight, man. We got to be tight. We got to be tight, girl. You know what I mean? Them lot will just stab in your back, come on. Gotta watch them, man. Hold on. You know I gotta stretch out. Damn it, man. I think I gotta change I think I gotta change my mattress. You know what I mean? I think I need to change my mattress. That's what that is. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. D, how you doing, man? D Smiley, how you doing? Long time, darling. Long little time. Yeah, Donna. Them lot was taking the piss out of you, man. It's a good thing that me and you friend, you know what I mean? Well, what's going on with this thing, man? Something's not right. Something not right. I know why. Foggy road out there, innit? That's what it is, innit?
Foggy road. Road is so foggy road. Road is so, it's a foggy road. Road is so rocky road. Yo, hey. Treading this road for the longest while, but the fog I go clear out my mind. Hi. Treading this road for the longest while. Keep away all of your bad mind people them.
Yeah, you see the bad mind people, them, look at Claire laughing, you know. They were taking the mick out of you, Donna, man. Good thing me and you, friend, you know, because you can't really trust them lot at all, man. Do you know what I mean? You can't, man. You watch them, because them lot are saying that how some of them saw you on Saturday. That's why you weren't in the show. You know what I mean? You didn't pop down and see us on 15 minutes to go with DJ Countryman and myself, yeah? Them lot was saying that how he's walking street and you forgot something. You know what I mean? They said that you forgot something. I didn't know what they were talking about at the time, yeah? I had no idea what they were saying that you forgot, you know what I mean? And then I realized where they was going, and I said, don't go there with Donna, you know. Don't go there. Them lot went there. They're bad mind, you know. That's why you have to watch out, you know, because, you know what I mean? Foggy road out there, man. Foggy
road. Road is so
foggy. It's foggy. Lot of bad mind people out there. You gotta watch them, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So what else can I say? Small Axe. Do you guys tune into Small Axe? Everybody tune in? Don't listen to Rude. So you're up like a kipper. That's typical Kaz, you know. Your face favor. I chat, you forget. I replay. I can always copy and paste my messages. Hey, you know who's missing? Denise, man. Was she there? Hey, nah, give up. I'm gonna put some Rockstone that come my way this morning. Nah, man. Nah. Yeah. You watched it, yeah? You know what? The opening, bloody hell, man. The opening, like 10 minutes alone. It was great to go back there, and at the same time, it was painful. Yeah. I'm like you, Sharon. I've actually got it recorded for later because I only watched a bit of it this morning. Morning, Trevor. How you doing, bruv? You good? Do you hear what them lot was saying about Donna? Them lot was terrible, man. They were saying that she walking street and she forgot something. I don't know what it is that she forgot, yeah? But they said that she forgot something, Trevor, man. And I told them not to stop doing it, man. Stop it. You know what I mean? But they out of order. Wayne! Rants and Bants. Not you. No. JB Crew. JBS. John Kelly Boys. Big up, Wayne. How you doing, bruv? Good to see you this morning. Morning, Tina. Morning. Small Axe was great. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Carl, man. It was painful. That's what I'm saying. It was painful. It was a pain. It was pain. For me, it was pain. And that's what I'm going to say. That's why it was painful. Some of you got it. Yes, watched it. It was so hard to watch. Very angry. That's the word. Angry. Very angry. Because it made me kind of go, you know, when they say that, why are you not always angry? Why are you so angry? Looking back on it now, you kind of go, was that, are you taking the piss when you ask me that question? Are you seriously taking the piss when you say, why are you angry? And it's like, just the way in which those police officers wanted to close the mangrove down and the amount of offenses that he was going to put against the guy. Do you know what I mean? Illegal gambling, prostitution, all of these things he just rolled off his tongue like he could just quite easily do. And if it wasn't for them who were standing outside the restaurant telling them not to just leave them, go away, right? That they would have taken advantage of him. And I just thought that's the opening 10 minutes. Right, because we know there's a lot of beautiful moments in there, like when he went back in there and he goes, right, we are gonna do some curry chicken, some curry mutton, some curried lamb, some curry, and you kind of go, oh, lovely, when you hear that. And then he just goes out and he's got to meet the authorities like that. That's my brother. Good morning, bruv. You won't believe he's a Christian, you know. The guy's a Christian, Taras. Easy, my brother, easy. Talk to him, talk to him. Morning, Neff. What you doing, girl? What you doing? Oh my God, that's my princess, you know. Me and this young lady here, Neff, yeah. We used to train regularly in the morning together. You know what I mean? And her goal was to lose weight and stuff like that. My goal was just to get to balance and all that. And she didn't even realize when she lost weight. It was almost like she didn't even realize. It's like she'd done it, and then she would go, right, and we're going to do the splits now. We're going to do the splits. And we were building up and watching each other as we progress. It's good having you in the morning, babes. Good having you in the mornings. Morning, Paul. How you doing, bruv? Morning, Paul. I'm just mentioning Small Axe, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And how it made me feel kind of angry and kind of upset. It basically took me back to when we first watched Roots. almost. And I thought to myself, you know what? It pushed me even further to turn around and go. It was almost like I was saying, you know what? We should stop. When we start talking about Black history and stuff, we should stop talking about the Atlantic slave trade, because it's such a small part of our history, but yet for all it's like we constantly get wrapped up in it, and we always talk about it, so we're always being traumatized by it. And we should start going right back to the 25 dynasties that existed in Egypt at the time, because time was measured by the pharaohs. Like the period in which the pharaohs reigned was how they measured time. Yeah, it wasn't measured in terms of years. It was measured by, you know, how long a pharaoh was around. So you had a dynasty. And if we started covering those dynasties as opposed to the slave trade, yeah, we might not be as traumatized, you know, because even the people who teach Black history seem to get some joy out of showing us that trauma over and over again, and then wondering why people are struggling to look at it or to study it. And I'm thinking, why should we always have to just study this when there's so much more? There's 25 dynasties that we're not talking about. You know, it's kind of weird. I do not pay my license fee to watch more shows like Small Axe. Very well done to the producers and cast. I hear you, sis. I hear you. And the thing is, though, is that it did happen and it was there. So we should. I mean, I lived that life. I lived that time. Do you know what I mean? But it was like, it was almost traumatizing to me. And the thing is, I wasn't even 10 minutes in. I weren't even 10 minutes in. And I could just see myself getting vexed. I just want to know how come my parents or my elder siblings never shared with me this time period, which really upset me. Shut up, Kellyanne. Sorry, Kelly. Yeah, that's my brother. That's my actual brother. Because I told you about it. I was telling you all the time. You was wrapped up in church, remember? Everything was praise the Lord at the time. Everything was praise the Lord, praise the Lord. The Lord will provide. You remember them did that? All right. So don't say I never say. So come on, man. Don't be fair now. My elder siblings, because that's me having a dig at it. Come on, be fair now. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, even Wayne would know, because Wayne went to school with Keith, and Keith is the next brother down from me. And them lot used to talk about it all the time, even though them lot spent more time, Wayne and them lot spent more time with Kingsley doing frigging kung fu. They spent more time kung fu-ing each other, kicking each other. They were, well, them kids there. Yes, baby. Yes. Miss Moneypenny in the house. I am so fortunate. Me is a lucky man this morning. Morning, Miss Johnson. How you doing, babes? How did you find the Brent Festival yesterday? Because I was emotional. I was emotional yesterday listening to the Brent Festival. If you guys haven't watched it, it was the Brent Festival. Put in YouTube, Brent Festival 2020. Yeah, there is a music festival and you will see exactly how much music came out of Harlesden. NW10 was buzzing last night. We were buzzing from 12 o'clock till 7 o'clock. We were buzzing. We had the greatest festival I've ever had in my entire life. Because the moment we put that on, yeah, we just put it on all the TVs in the house and it was just pure music, pure vibes. We was listening to the DJs, we was listening to the bands, we was listening to the artists. Do you know what I mean? They were talking the history and everything about the Simrons. Do you know what I mean? The Simrons came before the Rough Cut band, by the way, because I know that some of you lot know Trevor Fagan, right? It was brilliant. It was that, and I think that's why my spirit kind of like got thrown when because I was looking forward to Small Axe. I was looking forward to it, but when it was like I was on a high after watching the Brent Festival 2020, I was on a buzz. I was high. And I tell you, me high like kite. I fly all over the house. No weed, no nothing, but I was flying all over the house. And then when the Small Axe thing came on, when I saw it this morning, because I didn't watch it last night. But this morning, I just thought, nah. Zipper is in the house. Zipper Tafari is in the house. Listen, I'm still waiting on you. You know, if you can't get a laptop now, yeah, because he has some dege. You know, them Manchester people, them with their dege, telephone and dege computer, right? Is the reason why, right? He didn't come on 15 minutes with DJ Countryman and Rudi Lickwood. Yeah, may I expose you now? Yeah, or put on his tune and everything, because you know, say he's got another tune out. Yeah. No. You mentioned Roots. Oh, I know, bruv. I know. This is what I'm saying. It's like anytime we try to step back to remember something, there's oh man, it's hard to find the positivity in it because you just end up angry and vexed. But the thing is, if we jumped over the slave trade and we carried on with the 25 dynasties in the during the Egyptian period, right? We'll find so much pride in there, because the thing is that we can even go beyond the Egyptian period, because the Egyptians is like the baby of Africa. It's like the rest of Africa is actually the mother and the father and the nurturing, and then it was everything that we learnt, and then it spilled out into Egypt, right? And I say into because we've got north and south the wrong way round, right? According to the maps. Yeah, they go north is up there and south is down there. It's actually the other way around, right? But so when we go there to Egypt, then we have to then start to come. We have to then start having to go up into Africa, right? You know, to the Congo, towards South Africa, to find out how we really grew. Where, you know, how we really matured to the point where we could build the pyramids, you know, and all that information, all that cosmology, all that chemistry, all that mythology, all that maths, all of that is missing, you know. And to me, it would like be a healing, but I'm only a comic, so what do I know? Do you know what I mean? Paul says, I missed it last night, I'll watch it later. And the thing is, Paul will watch it, you know. There's lots of people like Paul and Tina out there. They will watch it, man, and they'll be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? And that's why, as you'll notice as time goes by, that I surround myself with people. I really see myself as a people person. People might not think so, but I love my culture and I understand where I'm coming from. But I also know that I'm a part of the planet. So the whole planet belongs to me. That's why they say that the world is your oyster. Yeah, and no particular place. You know, Jamaicans don't know this because they just think everything comes from Jamaica, right? Whereas the world is your oyster, so therefore it all belongs to you. You know, and therefore it's all a part of you. It's the same way. That's why they say we're 6 people removed from one connection to everybody around the world, and that's true because we are all connected in that respect. And don't believe they really carried on that way. The judge, police, doctor all need to be ashamed or should catch some licks. You know, I can't disagree. Antigua says, definitely hard to watch, but loved their fight to speak up and protest despite the evil actions they faced. They were strong as everything was against them, but they fought and spoke. Yeah. And here's the thing. Has anything changed? Really? Has anything really changed? We've just got to look at what happened over the past 5 months. Nothing's really changed. Not really. Riots of 84, riots of 2020. Yeah? It really does seem like it's just a big circle. And then the comedy circuit used to wonder why it was that all the black comics were talking about the same thing. Why is it we couldn't step out and move into talking about fluffy stuff, or why we couldn't be surreal with our comedy? In other words, just use your imagination and go, because we didn't have the room to. We didn't have that we didn't have that space to be creative in that way. A moment in history. I tell my son I was in school when Roots was on. Boy, you see what we got to share with them. See, and it's so unfortunate because it's like we're traumatizing our children without even realizing it. It's stuff that they need to know. Don't get me wrong, because we know what they got to combat when they come out of school. You know, and it's beautiful that we worked out that it's a system that we're up against. It's systemic. That's why the word systemic comes in, isn't it? System that we're dealing with, and the system now is oppressing everybody. Right? I mean, only the other day the police broke up. Wait, where's the news? I saw it, man. They broke up some church stuff that was going on. Police break up church service held in defiance of lockdown. Was it really held in defiance of lockdown, or was that their civil rights? Or frig civil rights, right? That's just being civil. Do you know what I mean? That's their human rights, right? Now you want to crush this religious belief that you got people into, the same religious beliefs that you used when you went on the Crusades. Remember when everyone used to sing "Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war with the cross of." I remember the tune because I used to sing it. And that's what they was marching to when they went and said they were going to go and fight the Muslims. You know, and even then, me not a big fan of Muslim anyway, because they are just as bad as the Christians as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, all these African people running around with Arab names, using Arab names and realizing that ain't even your history. That ain't even your history. Do you know what I mean? Because the Muslims was a way in which the Arabs used religion in order to defeat the Africans. I ain't saying stuff that you lot don't already know. You know, and I remember losing some Muslim friends because of that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I said to myself last night. Same feelings that I had when I watched Roots, but felt even more real as this was here in recent times and we could identify with it more. Yes, man, that's what I'm saying. Because we lived that. We actually lived it. And it's a different experience when you've lived it. It was one thing to watch Roots, yeah, because we were kind of like detached and we were outside observers of what was going on. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, but we could actually feel the infliction and the pain of what we saw when you start to watch Small Axe. You can actually physically feel it. Those memories come back to you. The smells come back to you. The touch comes back to you. All of that becomes real, you know. And even though watching Roots was real, it was more so watching. And like I said, I only watched about less than 6 minutes. I caught of it, so I haven't watched the whole thing yet. But you know what I mean? I go watch it, though. You know what I mean? I go watch it. But the injustice still exists now. That's what makes it even harder to watch. Sad, but very, very sad. I hear you, Wayne. Sorry, Antigua. Here in Africa, people lean on their ancestors by calling them. Are you currently in Africa, by the way, Wayne? Because Wayne, you take some beautiful. I don't know if you guys. I know that some of you lot may not know this gentleman, Wayne, but he takes some images. There are some images and shots that he takes. That I just go wow. I got a mate of mine, Hal Davis, who's currently out in Jamaica, and he's taking some pictures, some images. Because when we take pictures, you notice we're always in the picture, doing some sort of pose or something, right? We never just take images or shots of the landscape and taking the beauty, because there's so much beauty on the world, on this planet that we live in. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes when I used to drive on the, especially on the M40, and when I be trying to either go Wolverhampton or go Birmingham or go up them ways or go up north, yeah, and I used to slow down and go in the slow lane. Have you ever gone in the slow lane, right, and driven for about an hour just in the slow lane and then just look? Because you don't have no time to look when you're doing 90 miles an hour in the fast lane. Just look, just look. And as much as this place is a swamp, which we know it is, right? No, it's a forest, actually. It's a forest, right? There are moments that catch you where you just realize just how beautiful the planet is, you know. And then yeah, but Wayne takes some great. I must say that I do see you just take some great pictures, some great images. Rudy, you're not a good sibling, are you? Not sharing with your brother. Tut 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 tut. Don't make him fool you, now. Don't make him fool you. Don't make him fool you. I was talking to him for years. At the time, it was like I was going against what my younger sister and my brother, because they were brought up as Christians, right? No, that's wrong to say. They were brought up in the church, right? And at that point in time, this is what I'd say, Kellyon, your mind was not your own. You had to do what mum wanted you to do. That's right, which is fair enough. But at the time, like, them lot would come in with the Bible and stuff, and I would come to them lot with the history, yeah? And there was always this conflict. Ask him, he'll tell you. We always had this conflict, always having this conflict. It was like the Bible against history, the Bible against history, the Bible against history. And I'm like, boy, you know, I don't knock the morals and the principles and the stories that the Bible has to say, right? But never forget that it was written by 7 black men. Do you know what I mean? Who was asked to do that by Constantine, and the purpose of that was Rome was falling apart. Yeah, and at the end of the day, it was just about controlling the people. Roman Empire has turned into the Catholic Church, as some of you already know. Yeah, that empire really hasn't really disappeared. We wonder where it's gone, but it's freaking here. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Morning, sir. Big man in the room. Always look at our greatness, our power of building the greatness. I hear you, bruv. You're a man I actually want to get into. I want to get into your mind. I'm not going to lie to you, Aston. I do. I really do. I want to get you onto the show as soon as I can. But we've got quite a few people who are going to be on the Keep It Real show. Tonight, I happen to have someone who I feel is one of the greats when it comes to stand-up comedy, but he wasn't a great on the black circuit, yeah, because of the kind of comedy the kind of diet of comedy that was being fed to the Black British community by the promoters, and they overlooked this guy. And I thought, you guys are so fool. You just don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Mo Milligan, the likes of Mo and all of them guys. 1 second. Morning, Lyndon. You're I'm live now. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's best that me and you talk later.
All
right, cool, bruv. Right, that's another big brother that I respect, Lyndon Lumsden. Yeah, this brother was kind of like overlooked, but it's these guys, right? It was like myself, it was like Nathan, it was like Junior Simpson, Roger D, Steve K. Amos. Oh my God, he was on Britain's Got Talent. He's the Malawi comedian as well, right? We were the guys who were going around opening up the doors and knocking on the doors, saying to the middle class community, listen, we got black history, we got a black British experience that we want to talk about, yeah. And it's not all just about Jamaica. And we started opening these doors, yeah, and they started listening. But this guy never had a big name on the black circuit. But when I tell you, the brother big, right? It's just that we never looked at him in the same light. And I'm going to be interviewing him.
Bada, you want me back here again? Part 2. Got me back in my car again. They try lock us down for the second time. We learned from the first lockdown that it's bare lies. I see presidents and ministers who's supposed to be prime both get COVID and survive, and they just fine. First it was pandemic, then it was George Floyd. Then Black Lives Matter came along to fill the void. Well, I was out there protesting with thousands of the boys, and there was no second spike, so I don't want to hear no noise. So why would they lie? What is there to gain? Flop the whole world's economy. What's the aim? to have the whole population under track and trace and control every aspect of the human race. Well, they did quite well, like it was a tight plan. But they ain't tired than these links and they ain't tired than these raps. They ain't tired of my link with Tunde in Nigeria, because he's on the ground now, and yeah, we sending him the cash. It's like, yeah, we the voice, and yeah, we making noise. I got the nation to my left, got the Panthers to my right, got the Garvites behind me, just strengthening the fight. Got Quaker on Galaxy, Billy on Omega, and got Chris TV catching every single letter done. It's time to put this thing together. I done told you this, I'm over this. You think mental health, they can cope with this? Small businesses, they feeling the hopelessness. Yeah, I got a limited. Yeah, the work's limited. Started a new limited. You know they can't limit this. I'm out here changing the rules. Don't tell your enemy when you're making them moves, boo. The public's lost faith in the governments. It's run by two fools, so everybody's doing what they choose. And this nurse came out and blew the whistle on them. She said, all them COVID deaths they's putting out's fake news. More like 3, not 300. Don't get me started on numbers. I was chatting to Chubby in Spanish Town. He said, cause he go and ban them. And Desi said, because he mash up the whole of London. Spanish Town dons, I'll soon come. Got some work to do here first with these new punks. You know, it's always gonna be pain when the truth comes. It's nice to see so many woke people all wanting the truth at once. Lockdown 2, episode 1. Stay tuned as they slip on them, you know this. Bada bada.
Bada bada, you know? Bada bada. So make sure that you check me later on, right? When I talk to Nathan Caton. It'll be a very interesting conversation. Very intelligent young man. Do you know what I mean? Could have been a white collar worker. Opted to go for freedom of voice, really, and to follow his passion. I'll also be talking to Althea Hamilton, another extraordinary young lady. So tune in later on, all right? Watch the promos at the end of this morning's show, all right? I think you'll enjoy some of the promos, especially some of the Rants and Bants crew in the house. Yes, you do, actually. You do need to catch up with the Brent Festival because it was wackad. And not just wicked, but wackad. I tell you. But no doubt I can understand why you got caught up. You got caught up with Miss Moneypenny and OP's birthday Zoom 24-hour party. That was the boom. That was the boom. So that tells me that you was on the drink, innit? Innit, girl? That tells me something. That tells me that you was depan this, innit? You depan. Because I know that Samantha, Miss Moneypenny is not gonna have no little rave up, no little Zoom party, right? Without a little bottle of rum, a little white rum next to her. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was all good, man. That was all good. So well done. And belated birthday, by the way. Birthday greetings. Aston says, I just found an unopened can of Guinness by my bed. Steak and egg breakfast this morning. Look at it. Jesus, that's too much. That's too weighty. I've never been a fan of Guinness. I've never. Yeah. Nah. That's like giving me castor oil. Yeah. Even though it was for a washout and it was meant to do me good, but yeah, it's too heavy, man. Heavy. I know Paul likes a glass of Guinness as well. But not me, sir. Not me. Alison's just now put up the link if there's anybody who's interested in the Brent Festival link, right? Especially if you're on lockdown, right? It's worth just putting it on and leaving it in the background on one of the TVs or one of your iPads, or maybe, you know what I mean, whatever you got that you can leave it on. My son and 2 classmates were put at the back of the room in school. Roots was put on. And that was the school's idea of teaching them Black history. Kiss my teeth. I think they just didn't know how to deal with it. Tina, because the thing is, in truth, if they allow Black history to become part of world history and just told world history as opposed to from a Eurocentric point of view, everything has to be rewritten. And that's what they're not prepared to do. They're not prepared to rewrite everything. All them statues and everything. They had a program on Lord Mountbatten the other day. Here's a man who destroyed the whole of India. You know what I mean? That's how Pakistan came about in 1947. but the millions of people who died because of the decisions that man made, the millions of people who died in Burma because of the decisions that man made. But yet for Mr. Mountbatten was worshipped like a king. He had a big effect on Prince Charles, right? Yeah, massive effect on Prince Charles. World history would have to be rewritten. It's like they're putting your kids at the back of the classroom to kind of like say, well, let them have their little moment, but at the end of the day, they're still going to read our books and they're still going to read the history as we have written it. So we'll let them have their little Black History Month. Do you know what I mean? And we'll keep them within that tight span of history, yeah, which is the Martin Luther King, the civil rights, yeah, right up until the up until the slave trade, but we won't go beyond that, because the moment we start going beyond that, you'll start to learn how we learnt what we learnt in Europe. Yeah, because when the Europeans came into contact with the Africans at that time, they were living in barns. Yeah, they were cannibals at the time. They were eating each other. Yeah, they used to call women witches, yeah, if they had any kind of spirituality, and they used to dunk them in the water. Yeah. It's horrible to talk about, man. Not horrible to talk about, it has to be talked about. I'll go and speak to Young Kel to confirm that we were sat down and talked on with regards to this particular period. Bruv, please don't, please let it go. Let it go. I'm gonna say that to you, let it go. Yeah? I'm gonna tell you that straight. Just let it go. Yeah. Good morning. I would love to travel with people like you, bruv. You would like to travel. Me would like to travel with people like you. Now tell the truth. I'd like to travel with people like you. Get a different view on things, man. You know. Lady Reed in the house. How you doing, madam? Lady Reed was on the Anything Goes podcast. Blessed, my sister. Blessed. Always a blessing to have Lady Reed in the house. Do you know what I mean? Highly respected on the comedy circuit. Once again, she's not one of the massive names, but trust me, man, if you listen acutely to what some of the comics have to say, you know what I mean? You get a different perspective on a lot of things. But I think, like I said, I'll say it again, I think that a lot of the promoters were more interested in taking you lot's money rather than giving you the art of what we actually do or what we actually talk about. You know, I don't think it's really anyone's fault, and it makes sense. But when you got capitalistic views on things, and you're just looking at everything from the point of view of, well, how can I profit from the most, yeah? And that's why, in a way, that's why TV's collapsed, because the quality of TV went down because they started chasing Facebook figures instead of quality work. Do you know what I mean? But Anything Goes is on this Wednesday. You got to tune into it, man. You guys would like it. It's run by the Rants and Bants crew in terms of the dilemmas and the quandaries that they put the panel through. And this week's panel is going to include, from this week onwards, it's going to start to include Rants and Bants members as well as a guest. Our guest this week is actually ADE, Africans Do Everything. He's another comic, all right? And a member of the Rants and Bants crew this week is going to be Liz Harvey. So just check them out.
Like that. Rudy, just ignore it, Rudy.
You know what I mean?
Hold up. You know, step out.
He's a yardie. He struggles with the English language. Apparently, he has a certificate in English.
This whole tiny paper, tiny. What you gonna do?
Say first of all, those who are on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to YouTube, our Anything Goes YouTube podcast, and then when we go live, you get the notification straight away. All right?
sorry. Like I'm gone, man. Yeah, so that's every Wednesday. So you got to tune in on Wednesdays. All right. Like I said, it appears as though there's a lot of laughing and joking going on, but what we're actually doing is we're actually mixing serious subjects with humor, because that's how I do my comedy. Yeah, that's how I get information across. I don't know any other way. I'm not the kind of guy who can sit down there all stony face and say, I know it all, and just give out information, right? There's people who can do that. But I think information could be passed on in a more sociable way, right? And I use comedy as that vehicle. It's the same way that I use comedy as a vehicle when it came to teaching young offenders how to read and write. Do you know what I mean? How to express themselves. I used comedy, you know, and so comedy is the vehicle that I use. I'm not saying I'm the funniest person out there. I'm far from it, but I love the art of comedy. I love it. 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 So that's what I do. That's what I do. So I use it. You know. Did you know that woolly mammoths were still walking the earth when the first pyramid was built? No idea. No idea. Because I know that we had this great big frost that came over, which split up everything. Do you know what I mean? And it cut off the land, and it cut off the Africans from getting back to Africa. And hence, that's why the pigmentation within our bodies changed. Yeah, that's why the noses became straight. That's why the hair became longer, right? To keep warm, keep the back of your neck warm and stuff like that, right? That's why the skin became pale. That's why the eyes became blue, because there wasn't enough light. Yeah, and hence Europeans were born. Watch it, mister. Friendship cake, real nephew. Yeah. I'm running out of friendship cake, you know, Jules. May I tell you the truth, man? I'm low. I'm like a junkie. I'm low on it. I'm low. I agree, Antigua. MP and OP's party turn up. It was a fantastic night. I'm not surprised. OP and Samantha, sorry, Miss Moneypenny, have been entertaining for years. I mean, they showed Miss Minerva on the Brent Festival, yeah. But there's so many entertainers that have come out of NW10 North. That's Harlesden. Sorry, Brixton. Sorry, me know. You lot got the karaoke bar and everything. But if we're going to talk about the root of music and things, we got to talk about BBMC. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. You misread my comment. I said I don't mind paying a license to watch good programs like Small Axe. Okay. I misread it. Okay. I apologize. Morning, Nevada. How you doing? Morning, sir. Good to hear your voice, man. No closed doors for us. I love hotel bars instead of pubs. Yeah, cause you have little money in it. That's why you can go in at the hotel. You hear me now? About me, I got hotel. Me now gonna digga pub. Me now gonna digga. There's some really good pubs out there now, especially in Stoke Newton and places like that. Some really good pubs. His name is not Rudi Lickwood. His name is Kunta Kinte. That's the kind of frigging shit that used to fly around at school. Stop it, man. Now, by send him more friendship cake. He's a feisty man, and he is there for blaming all of you for that long titty woman picture he keeps flinging up. More red card for Rudy. More red card for Rudy. What do you mean more red card? How you can say that to me, man? That ain't right. You treating me bad now. You treating me bad. It ain't my fault. I didn't tell you to come out the street without your bra on. Yeah. Having a go at me for, man. You can't smash up the messenger. I'm just the messenger, innit? Oi. What time is it? Oh, we got 3 minutes to go. Okay, 4 minutes to go. I'm just the messenger, and you can't dish out any red flags on this show. Have you noticed? Have you been on other platforms, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? Have you noticed that a lot of the other platforms are starting to use red flags? I wonder why. Why are they all of a sudden everybody's using red flags? I had a great friend of mine, Sean Mio. He told me that you should never worry when people copy or do things that you do similar. Some people say that you should treat it as a compliment, right? But the thing is, it is a compliment. You know what I mean? And it shows, but it tells you when you're being innovative, when people can look at what you're doing and think to themselves, oh, that's a good idea. I think we'll do it as well. I think we'll do it as well. Roots came to me as well when watching this. It came to everybody, you know, Rude Boy. It came to everybody, but the difference was that we lived this. You get me? We lived it, and it must have been a different feeling for you last night. I mean, I think it must have cut deeper than Roots, right? And there wasn't that kind of savagery about it. But that's the thing about Britain. When it came to Brits, it was an intellectual way in which they dealt with us. They dealt with us through the system. Do you get me? The housing, the education. Do you get me? Housing, education, the judicial system. They dealt with us that kind of way. So it wasn't physical violence, even though there was physical violence. Because we used to always talk about being thrown in the back of a police station and being worried about just being picked up off the street and thrown into the back of the paddy wagon. Remember them days there? It was bad, man. Bad. But yeah, Wayne remembers. You know what I mean? Nope, his name is Rudi Lickwood, Mr. Lickwood. I was expecting you to cuss me, bro, because of Saturday's show. I really was. I'm never in my pictures. I don't like my pictures being taken. Oh, Paul, shut up, man. You don't like your pictures being taken. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Black people in Libya being sold by Muslims in 2020. Where are the Muslims in the UK before lockdown fighting to free Africans being enslaved in Libya? The thing is that the Arabs were enslaving the Africans well before the Europeans. Well before the Europeans, they were enslaving the Africans. I think they had something like 200 years. They were 200 years ahead of the Africans. There's a gentleman by the name of Paul Obenicho, who I will be interviewing at some stage. He was my first historian guru before I met up with Robin Walker, who taught me about Black history, right? And he's half white and half Ghanaian or Africa. I can't remember which continent, but we're gonna have a good talk with that man. And he was the guy who introduced me to the scroll. And what this scroll does is when you unravel this scroll, right? And I'm telling you, it is a long scroll. It is about maybe 12, maybe 9 feet long of history. History. Yeah. World history. Yeah. And the slave Atlantic trade up to the civil rights is not even, I would say, a fifth of that scroll. When the amount of research that guy has done, yeah, it's just unbelievable. Rudy, I'd love taking landscape pictures. It's in different countries. Yeah, man. Yeah, because we tend to take pictures of it with us, pictures with ourselves in it. We really do. Read Proverbs. Please don't come in here and just start argument. I'm not able, brother. I really ain't able. I'm not able. Yeah, I don't need it. Yeah? Rudy, we are talking about Black history, not the church. I hear you, bro, but I know your temperament. Right? Guinness Punch. Hold on. Put Aston, Rudy. Hold on. I'm behind all these bloody comments. You lot are just rife in here to smiling. Never forget the Bible was written by man for their own agenda. Me not argue with that. Got to run. Bye, Jules. Have a good day, man. Hug, kisses, bless. Don't forget my friendship cake. And with regards to Black history, we were both going to Devon's barber shop together, listening to Robin Walker on our history. And only then we, I'm not able. Bye, Jules. Bye. Have a good day, Julie. Bye. Have a good day. Anytime you're ready, brother. Respect. them lot are saying like Verona's saying put Aston on. Are you saying put him on? Nah, man, I want to interview him. You know what? I might even talk to Aston on Friday. Let's chat Friday morning, Aston. If you come in proper early, yeah, I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna invite you onto the platform, and me and you will chat. Friday. Yeah. Friday, Aston. Friday. Me and you will chat. Not even Guinness punch. Guinness is good for you. Have a Guinness shandy. Ugh. I know you like your Guinness shandy, Paul. I know. Yeah. Bye, Julie. Bye. Have a good day, Julie. Bye. Brent Festival link was blocked. Has been blocked. Are you for real? Hold on a minute. Why are they blocking it? Unless they're saying that you had to have watched it live, and if you didn't watch it live, then that was you sucker punched. That ain't right, man. That ain't right, man. I would have thought that they would have left it up there, but maybe I don't know if it's because of the length of time. I don't know, but library. Nathan Caton, history. You're saying that it was blocked. Yes, this video contains content from SME who has blocked it in your country on copyright grounds. Okay. They blocked it for copyright. So people are not going to see the Brent 2020 presents. That is such a shame. Because the thing is that all the artists who sang, right? You would have thought, Mr. Coos, I have to say, sir, Mr. Coos, sir, I thought that would have been covered. I thought all the copyright issues would have been covered. That is a shame. That is a shame. Have a blessed day. Bye, Jules. Bye. There's a petition to change the name of Leopold School. Is it? Oh, because of Mr. Leopold. Yes. That bastard from Belgium who went into the Congo and cut off all those poor people's hands. And they even made chocolates out of them. You know what I mean? There's a fountain when you go into Antwerp and you see a hand, yeah? And then you see water coming out of the finger, yeah? That was King Leopold, right? So we're talking about 1883, 84, when they sat down and they divided Africa, and that was the portion that was given to Leopold. Even though, in truth, Leopold did not tell everybody else what he was doing at the time. People were not aware of just how cruel he was and the orders that he was sending down in order to get that rubber out of the Congo. Was it Congo? I think it's Congo. Yeah, at the time. Guinness punch, Guinness and blackcurrant. That's what I drank through my pregnancy. I can imagine what your stools look like. Tough. Must have been a build-up, and you're sitting on them. Ugh. Nubia Phoenix, oh my God. Rise up, Rudy, blessing and greetings, Nubia Phoenix. How you doing, babes? That was somebody very, very, very close to me, very, 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 very special. Nice having you in the room, sweets. I'm going to say that to you. Healers were persecuted. A lot of us were healers and still are. He ruled the Congo in 1885 to 1908. There you go, natural mystic in the room. See, there's a lot of information that we can gather and gain from one another. This is really, really good. This is impressive. Sharon, I used to drink Guinness and blackcurrant a lot. It made the Guinness head pink. Nobody's stealing that one. Rudy would get you into trouble, Aston. Nah, make him come on Friday, man. Now get him out of trouble. Make him come in, man. Make him come in. Oh, by the way, Miss Spice, watch the 15 minutes to go promo. You're gonna love it. We got you, Donna. Send him a virtual shops. I'm good, bruv. You see, listen, you know, Nevada came into the room about maybe 10 minutes ago, and it's only now that he's been able to reply to the comment that I've said to him. Damn. Sorry I missed Saturday. Raved. but had other things going on. Watching my son's college team play in a cup final. How did they get on, bruv? Did they win? I hope they did. Have a great day, peeps. Yep, go on, muck out the horse shit. Go on, off you go. I'm treating you bad. Kiss my butt. What happened to Sean Mio? Sean Mio, to me, Sean Mio is one of the best stand-up comics that I know. When it comes to writing comedy, when it comes to, especially stand-up comedy, he is one of the best, sharpest minds that I know. And he's a great snooker player as well, which isn't surprising. No, not MR, Miss A. Miss A equals mud, scunt. If you still don't know what I mean, call me. I will explain for you. You don't have to cut. Yeah, listen, you don't have to explain the thing, you know. That's Guyanese slang that she's dealing with. I wish there was a slappergram. Friendship kick your body. Julie. Nah, send him none. I think I should have it. Yeah, here you know. Guinness full of iron. Yeah, man. Make a pencil work. Make a pencil work proper. You understand? So, people, as you can see, man, the hour has flown by. The hour has flown by. So all I can say, have a good day. Please check out me this evening. We will be talking with Nathan Caton, as I mentioned earlier on. The week has started, man. Don't let it drag you down. Keep your head up, yeah? I'm out.
15 minutes with DJ Countryman and Rudi Lickwood. Saturday morning mayhem with two entertainment heavyweights. Join them with interviews.
Online, people are learning more on Facebook than they learn at school these days. So
when I leave the room,
comedy and quizzes.
You cannot say no, you cannot repeat, you cannot hesitate, and you cannot say
Take off from me.
If say your baby mother.
Don't feel bad, Anthony, though, because
I don't.
Because the milkman took her as well. The milkman did take her as well.
The moment I leave the room, the game starts. Althea Hamilton, Nathan Caton, Rants and Bants Crew. Them up in the building.
Keeping it real with Rudi Lickwood, the topical interactive chat show where you may end up being one of the guests with special guests and you the audience. Comedy with Rudi Lickwood.
Not all Polish people are builders. Secondly, Wembley Stadium was £75 million over budget and 4 years behind schedule. That's got British builders written all over. If you're going to be racist, just be accurate.
Oh, loving this! That's a boat. Okay. Who knows this one? To do your 80s pop dance, it's a 2-step, 1 step. Yeah. One palm slip up. One palm slip up. One palm. Yeah. Come into my life, I got so much more to show you. Come into my life, all I can do you. Come into my life, I got. Do you think anyone could really lift me? Oh my gosh, I just thought.
Thank you. And red card, remember red card.
This is
Who will leave a red flag there?
Rudy, just ignore it, Rudy. Ignore
You know what I mean?
Hold up. You know, step out.
He's a yardie. He's a yardie. He struggles with the English language. Apparently, he has a certificate in English.
just see, I love it. Studio One style. If you're celebrating,
Now's the time, it's not too late. There's plenty time to celebrate. Your special day is here at last. Your old friends are here, the champagne pops. The atmosphere is filled with cheer. We're staying awake, yeah. We're raving till the next day. It's your birth and birthday.
Oh, whoa.
What you put me on this time of morning, you're going to scare everybody.
I don't think they'll be sitting out there for me. I don't think so, though. But you know, you've grown the old city beer bit, haven't you?
Yeah, it's still part of the great plans of all combination.
You're the second coffee in fact. Oh my god, listen, go. I haven't even had a coffee. The thing is, if it wasn't for my daughter, I sent her a long text last night. But if it wasn't for my daughter, I think I would have still been asleep because she had to go to school. So she came to say, bye, Dad. And I was like, oh my god, if she's saying bye. Yeah, if she's saying bye, that means that 8:15 is gone.